Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lacey. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate the view. If you're here for another cooking lesson with Lacey, thanks for showing up. This is, I've literally never made this. I just woke up and have been super lazy all day, and I decided I should do something productive, and for some reason baking sounded like a good idea. So today I'm going to try, for the first time, so you'll get to experience it with me, a keto cookie. This one's just a chocolate chip cookie. It should do 12 servings. It takes 40 minutes to cook. Wait, what? 40 minutes total, including 10 minutes of prep time, and 30 minutes in the oven. Is that normal for a chocolate chip cookie? I think normally it's 10 minutes, right? Okay, cool. So that'll be fun. I should have read this all the way. So based on what I just read, you're gonna need basically everything that's right here. So I will just show you. Almond flour. This one's almost empty, so I pulled out another one. Stevia for the sugar. I have keto chocolate chip baking cookie, or just chocolate chips. You guys, my brain is not here today. I got the vanilla liquid stevia because for some reason it shows in the directions that there's a powder sugar and like a liquid, so I grabbed both. I got my keto friendly butter, unsalted. It requires 1 egg, so I have the eggs here. This is the bowl I'll be putting it in. I already have my cookie sheet with the parchment ready. I will be reading it off of this cookbook, Keto Desserts. I've mentioned it before. My best friend got it for me. Okay, so let's do this. I have no idea how any of this is gonna go. I probably should have made this in advance to see if it was worth making, but here we are. The oven's preheated to 350 already. I'm supposed to heat a pan with the butter and stir until it's brown, and then I remove it from the heat for 5 seconds. Do you think it matters if I just microwave the butter? Because in all honesty, that's what I do for everything I bake. And should I follow the directions or should I take the cheating route? The easier, more convenient. I'm gonna listen. Okay. Bentley, move. Thank you. No. Out. Whenever I open any cupboards in this house, he tries to go inside. So that's fun. It asks for half a cup of butter, which is, according to the paper on my butter, 1 full stick. So I will be melting that. That's not going to be too exciting, and because, I mean, yeah, woo, melting butter. So I will be back when something else happens. Alright, so this is working. I decided I'll do something else stepwise. So once that's done, I'm going to remove it and let it sit for 5 minutes. And then in this bowl, I will be putting 1 egg, vanilla, and both sugars in here. So 1 egg, vanilla, and both sugars. The vanilla, it says 1 teaspoon. If you've watched any of my other baking video I did, I just like to put however much I want. I love vanilla, so I definitely go overboard. So far, it has not steered me wrong, but one day it could. I know baking's like all about exact measurements, but what's the harm of just a little bit extra vanilla? Okay. Stir this a little bit. And then already have tablespoons here. Turn this down a little bit. Very curious. This is probably going to use up all my liquid. Anyone else out there doing keto? Have you noticed how expensive it is? Like the stevia liquid sweetener. I originally bought it for tea. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. And I'll do a little bit extra of the powder. The stevia is like, for this little thing, can you see that? Yeah, so this, it's 1 ounce. It's lasted me a while because I go through phases with my tea. Sometimes it's all I want, sometimes I don't touch it for like months. But it's expensive. It's like $7, I think. And I'll do a smidge, like the, so because I didn't do a full 2 tablespoons, you can't even really tell, but I'm just gonna do a smidge more of the powder sugar. Like I said, I've never made this before in my life, so this literally could turn so bad. We'll get to experience it together. Okay, the butter is done, so I'm gonna turn it off. I'll put it back here for 5 minutes, it says. Okay, and then, let's see, all the sugars are in, the egg is in, and it just wants me to stir it, and then I add the butter and flour and salt. Okay, so they want the butter to cool down, so basically it doesn't melt the chocolate chips. Makes sense. This is what it currently looks like. And I think that's good for now. I'm going to let the butter sit for a little bit before I add it. So I'll be back. You know, you'll see me in like 2 seconds. Alright, I think it's been long enough for that, so we're going to move on. A pinch of salt, 2 cups of almond flour. I love my apartment, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. I just need more counter space. I got too much appliances, too much stuff, and just not enough room for me. I'm using pink salt. It's got all the real minerals you need. I've talked about that before as well. It's better for you than the white salt because they take out the minerals that your body needs and they add other stuff. Don't get me wrong. I definitely use it too. I have it right there. But I try to stick with the pink salt. It just depends on what I'm making or who's cooking. If Luwin's cooking, he always goes for the white salt because it's a grinder and easier for him. Okay. What was that? Nothing? Okay. Gotta open my other one. I've never used this one. Can you see? Sorry. This will be my first time using Bob's Red Mill. Super fine almond flour. So the one that I literally just finished, if you can see, it has like, it looks like flour, but it has like pieces of almond, if that makes sense. This one, I'll show you before is very, very fine. Like, It just looks like powder. If you're interested in that. I think from... Someone was telling me that you get less of the almond flavor from the more fine blending almond. Not too sure. 1 cup. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I don't know, guys. The past couple of days, I just feel really out of it. Not sure what's going on. My brain is just... I did recently go back to work. I don't know if you've watched my other videos. So I'm wondering if my body is, like, adjusting to that. And I'm having a new sleep pattern. Like, it's a lot happening. But there's times, like, I've been noticing lately, I'm trying to form words. And my brain is taking longer to, like, get the word out. Like, it's on the top or the tip of my tongue all the time, and I'm just like, I don't know. But that's a recent thing, so I definitely feel like it's my body is like, what are you doing? I wake up at like 7:30 every morning to work out before I go open the store, so I definitely, and then I go to sleep at like 11 or midnight, so I think it's like a sleep situation as well as going back to work. Still taking all my vitamins, minus the vitamin B, because I recently realized it had folic acid. Thank you, Mom. So I had to take that out of my vitamin, I don't know, morning routine. See, here's the problem. I did Google half a cup. I did Google, like, vitamin B's without folic acid, and I did find one on Amazon. So I ordered it because I definitely, like, my mom and I got tested a few years ago and found out that our bodies can't really digest or absorb folic acid, which is really unfortunate because that's in most of the vitamin B's, which vitamin B is good for brain activity, memory, gives you energy so you don't always feel like you're sleepy, etc., etc. And so I thought I had found one that did not have that, because the one we were purchasing, like, for a 30-day supply, it was like 40 something bucks. No thank you. So I put the chocolate chips in, half a cup. You heard me say that. Almond butter, or almond flour and the butter, and now I'm just stirring. So I thought I had found one, and it probably was a low enough dosage that it wasn't doing any harm to my body, because I didn't notice anything different. But I stopped taking it as soon as Mom was like, girl, it's like the second ingredient. So I don't know why I thought it wasn't in there. So that could too be partly why my brain is like, what's happening? But I found one, I ordered it. It should be here by Friday. We'll see. Hoping for the best, because I don't like feeling like this. Okay, stirred it up. It actually does look pretty much like chocolate chip cookie dough. So that's exciting, because the last cookie I made, it did not look like any sort of cookie dough, to be perfectly honest. And now I'm just going to use my tablespoon to kind of portion it out. So like I said in the beginning, it should be 12 servings, which should be 12 cookies, I think. Should I taste the dough? How many people are going to freak out because it has raw egg in it? Not bad. It's okay. Maybe it'll taste better cooked. There is still a very strong almond flavor to it, which, to be perfectly honest, I think is always going to be something I comment on. And I like almonds, don't get me wrong. I think it's just the idea of like almond flavoring and everything. It just tastes weird to me. Like, I can't get that out of my head like it's a nut. So why is it in my cookies? Or I don't notice it so much when I'm doing other recipes. I also have no idea if these are going to expand or not. So I don't know if I should give enough space for them to expand. Does it? Huh. It also says to slice when cold. So wait, what? Add melted butter, salt, flour, and half of the chocolate chips. Oop, I put all of them. And stir everything. Transfer this to a pan. Spread the remaining chocolate chips on top. Oh! Like it's supposed to be bars? Okay. I'm gonna keep doing this. It sounds like, again, I should have read the entire directions before I started doing this. But it sounds basically like you're supposed to just put the entire thing on the pan as is and flatten it, top it with more chocolate chips, and then cut it once it's cooled down. Which, that's kind of cool. It'll be more like cookie bars that way. But I've already committed to this. So, do I switch? Or do I just keep doing what I'm doing? Oh my gosh. I think, based on the fact that it's only supposed to make 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I have way more cookie dough. Alright. We're gonna flatten these. So, because I have enough cookie dough for way more, which means these are supposed to be bigger than this size. So currently it looks like this. Bear with me. Like I said, we're doing this together. Alright, so here's the final before it goes in the oven look. It pretty much fills out to the entire pan size minus this random corner. But this is what it currently looks like. And then you pop this in the oven for 30 minutes, like I've said. So I will see you. For you, it'll feel like 2 seconds from now, but for me, it'll be 30 minutes. So until then. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Bentley's trying to find out how he can get in there. Let's not, okay? So I'll see you in like 10 more minutes. Okay, it looks like a huge ass cookie that once it cools, I will cut it up like it says to do, and I guess it'll be cookie bars. Alright, so I cut them. They look like this. I just made little squares, basically. I don't know, honestly, if we will eat any of this. Maybe that's why it makes only 12, because you don't eat the edges, because it burns. See what I did there? I put the issue on the recipe, not on something I did. I also don't want like a huge piece. So I will take a bite on the inside of this one. But here's a close-up. If it would focus. I don't know about these. They are super easy. All I taste is like almond though. Because even the chocolate, I would just think that I would get more of the chocolate flavor. And maybe it's because that bite didn't have any chocolate. So that could completely be the case. It's very soft and flaky. So, taste-wise for me, I would rate this a 6. Because all I taste is the